Sean O'Malley's on crutches. Dricus Du Plessis is out of UFC 317. He will not be fighting Khamzat. He has sustained an injury. We have a whole lot going on right now. UFC 316 and 317, both happening in June, are on the ropes right now. So in this video, we are going to get into it, all right? Stick around to hear my thoughts. I'm Wyatt. This is Fight Society. We will start off with the UFC 316 main event, which could be cooked. Sean O'Malley getting a very controversial rematch against Merab Dvalishvili at UFC 316. And here we have a video that was deleted from Snapchat saying Suge building a new mansion on his property. Now, this is the video that was deleted from Snapchat right here, and you can see Sean O'Malley with, it looks like, one shoe on crutches. Now, this could be an old video from after his hip surgery several months ago, but it very well could be a new one. Like, why are they posting on Snapchat right now? Like, why are they posting it on Snapchat and then deleting it if it's not a big deal? They could just say it was from the hip surgery. So if Sean O'Malley is out of his fight with Merab Dvalishvili, we are probably going to get a Peter Yan on short notice or Chito Vera, because Chito Vera versus Mario Batista is already on the UFC 316 card. Top 10 or top 12 or so bantamweights contingency fight. It could happen. Chito Vera could get an even more undeserved title shot than Sean O'Malley. So this is something to keep an eye on. Now, the reason that I think that that's an old video of Sean O'Malley on crutches is this was Sean O'Malley less than a week ago training with Israel Adesanya. And this is them training again right here. And as you can see, O'Malley seems to be moving just fine, doing, reaction drills and things like that with Israel Adesanya. They were even getting some rounds in and doing some really explosive stuff. So if that video of Sean O'Malley on crutches is from like January or December, I actually wouldn't be surprised. Now, in Israel Adesanya's division, we have some things to talk about. Dricus Du Plessis is out. Khamzat says, this guy, biggest bullshit. Kyle Bohalio says, I know a guy at UFC, you know who to call. And Kyle said, all respect, but I know a guy. Let's give a show to the fans. So it could be looking like a Kyle Bohalio, Khamzat Chimaev interim middleweight title fight at UFC 317. And it does need a main event because we're not getting Jones Aspinall on that card. We're not getting Topuria Makhachev on that card. And now we're not getting DDP versus Khamzat on that card, which I'm sure one of those three they would have loved to have on International Fight Week. Kyle Bohalio says, Khamzat said yes. The only thing that makes sense is the interim belt. This fight is going to be bigger than him versus Dricus. Mark my words. And that is why we have the rumors of a Chimaev versus Bohalio interim middleweight title at UFC 317. That's why those rumors are floating around. Now, they did say Khamzat's next fight was going to be for the belt. And honestly, if they need a main event for this card as well, this makes a ton of sense, to be honest. Khamzat's a big star. Bohalio's coming from the Fighting Nerds, who are the most hyped gym in the world right now. They need a big fight for International Fight Week. This makes a level of sense. I could see them doing, even an Adesanya coming off of a loss to Imavov or something like that, or even an Imavov in place of him right here, where we do Imavov Chimaev, because Imavov just did KO Israel Adesanya on the feet. Given the way that the UFC has been pushing the Fighting Nerds so heavily, I would not be surprised to see this fight as the main event of UFC 317. Very unexpected, but I'm here for it. Now, regarding Israel Adesanya, who's in this division, he did say via Tim Welch, one, that he's been training with David Goggins, which doesn't really mean anything, that he wants to rematch Sean Strickland. And I've been saying this for months. I think Adesanya versus Strickland 2 as a fight night main event. They're going back to Australia in August, or I think it's August or September. It makes sense. You do Strickland Adesanya 2 main event of a fight night in Australia with fans, or you put it on International Fight Week as a co-main event to kind of supplement that Chimaev Bohalio interim title fight. I think it would make a lot of sense. You put Strickland Adesanya as the co-main event, 5 rounds, something like that, and you'll have a big star that could get a potential, controversial title fight again, but you're setting up one of your two biggest stars in the middleweight division, aside from Khamzat Chimaev. You're giving them a chance to get back to the belt. So I think this is the fight to make, absolutely. I probably take Adesanya in this fight. He looked really good against Imavov until he got clipped. So I think that Adesanya would beat Strickland, but I hope they do this fight. I'd love to see it. And it also answers some questions regarding UFC 293 as to just how much better was Sean Strickland than Izzy, or just how bad of a night did Izzy have against Strickland the first fight. So let me know your thoughts down below. We could be losing two main events. Nothing's confirmed yet, but we will probably have some announcements from the UFC in the next day or two, because we were promised a UFC 317 announcement on Tuesday, and now we're coming up on Monday of the following week. So it's been 6 days since we were supposed to get that announcement. So let me know your thoughts down below. Do you want to see Strickland Adesanya 2? Do you want to see Bohalio Chimaev? And who would replace Sean O'Malley at 316 if the injury is true? Let me know down below. Did you like this video? Then like and subscribe down below. I also do multiple live streams per week, along with behind the scenes content and members only live streams for our channel members. So become a channel member for access to bonus content. It's only $5 per month, and it greatly helps the channel's growth. I also do a podcast with my best friend Bo, and I have a non-MMA channel as well called Wyatt's World. You can check both of those out, linked below.